You've seen how Russia Tank always zeroes in on the cutting edge of automotive innovation, and today's update is no exception. This latest episode dives deep into the freshly revealed 2026 Vector V9 GT rugged, performance-focused SUV with a distinctly Russian twist. It's a whole new take on hardcore utility, now wrapped up in aggressive styling and tech-savvy features. By the end of this, you'll know exactly what sets it apart. Starting from the outside, the V9 GT looks like it's staring you to push it to its limits. It has a boxy profile, lifted stance, and wide fender arches. Think mud terrain ready from the factory. Its grille is broad and adorned with vertical slats, giving it that no-nonsense, military-inspired presence. Beefy LED headlights flank either side, and the bumper is reinforced, integrating tow hooks and skid plate trim. Roof rails are standard, ideal for racks, tents, or spare fuel cans, while a roof-mounted LED light bar hints at serious nighttime capability. Driving down the sides, it's clear the designers thought every inch through. The doors have squared-off body lines that reinforce rigidity. High ground clearance 205 mm at minimum signals it won't hesitate when terrain gets rough. Door-mounted side steps fold out electrically, offering easy access despite its height. At the back, a full-size spare sits outside on a swing-out tailgate, a classic off-road layout. Vertical taillights increase visibility in dust or snow. The rear bumper has integrated mounts for traction boards or a jerry can. A subtle roof-mounted spoiler ties into aerodynamics, a nod that this SUV isn't just about brute strength. Let's pop the tailgate. A rubber-lined cargo bay awaits, with tie-down hooks and a waterproof mat. That's good for anything from muddy gear to hunting equipment. Underfloor storage hides a full-size jack and basic toolkit. Standard dual-zone power outlets and a 230 volts port serve your fridge or tools on remote sites. The story inside is just as fascinating. 2 rows of seating accommodate 5. But rear passengers aren't an afterthought. They get ample legroom, storage nets, and USB ports. Front seats are bolstered and heated, trimmed in durable leatherette with contrast stitching. The steering wheel is thick-rimmed and flat-bottomed, echoing sport SUV cues. Manual adjustment sits neatly alongside electric lumbar support. Old school meets modern convenience. Center stage is a floating 12-inch touchscreen infotainment system, running a revamped version of Russia Tank's Glide OS. It's fast, slick, and supports Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Bluetooth. Navigation includes multiple offline map options, handy for regions without coverage. Below, a row of physical buttons gives quick access to off-road features. Drive mode selector, differential locks, hill descent control, and even a mute alarm switch that silences electronic chimes, great for stealthy nighttime approaches. Underneath, the chassis hides clever hardware. A full-time 4-wheel drive system pairs with a 2-speed transfer case. There are electronic front and rear locking differentials, plus a Torsen center diff with torque biasing. The suspension features double wishbones up front and a multi-link rear, both with electronic adaptive damping. Ground clearance can be toggled between street and off-road settings, lower for highway comfort, higher for water fording or rock crawling. Ride height isn't the only dynamic feature. There's also body roll mitigation in curves and better approach and departure control off-road. Unladen, the V9 can wade through 850 macron of water, more endurance than most light trucks. Steel underbody plates protect vital components. Wheels are 18 inches by default, wrapped in all-terrain rubber rated for both asphalt and dirt. A 28-inch alloy option is available for buyers who want more swagger. Now, pop the hood. The engine is a twin-turbo 2.7 liter inline-6, delivering 380 horsepower and 550 pound-feet of torque. It's mated to an 8-speed torque converter automatic with paddle shifters. The engine sings the Russian anthem, launching the V9 from 0 to 100 Mach kilometers per hour in just under 6 seconds, all while towing up to 3,500 Mach kg. That's serious capability. Fuel efficiency is rated fairly, about 10.5 Mach L/100 Mach km combined. Not groundbreaking, but acceptable for a vehicle of this size and density. For urban cruising, start, stop and cylinder deactivation help, while a mild hybrid system recovers energy during braking. A 48-volt system also assists the alternator, smoothing stop-start transitions and providing subtle torque fill. Safety-wise, the V9 is loaded. It features multi-chamber airbags, a rigid safety cage, rollover mitigation sensors, and a multi-directional warning system for pedestrians. Driver aids include forward collision warning, emergency braking, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, and rear cross-traffic alert. A top-end trim adds adaptive cruise control with stop-and-go capability. For off-roaders, it includes built-in trail cameras front, side, and rear with low-light enhancement. A top-view surround camera stitches images together in real time. Drivers get customizable on-screen alerts for tire articulation, slope angle, and roll angle, a kind of on-board tracker for extreme environments. Charging? Note, no hybrid or electric plug here. This is pure internal combustion and mechanical grit. But spare parts logistics were emphasized in the launch. Easy swaps for filters, fluids, and brake pads, with modular access panels. That's smart thinking for owners needing repairs in remote areas or Siberian winters. The visual extras continue: fender guards, rock rails, recovery points, and winch-ready bumper, all available from the factory. Off-roaders can specify head-led shift paddles, rally lights, and even a rooftop tent option. Putin's flag series comes in 3 civilian colors: tiger green, arctic white, urban gray, as well as a patriot black edition with matte finish and matte black trim. Inside, build quality is Spartan but tough. Hard-wearing plastics, metal touches, and exposed bolts give it a purposeful aesthetic. The whole cabin is washable. Drivers appreciated washable floor mats, drainable footwells, and door pockets. The interior can literally be hosed out, a feature that means never be afraid to get messy. On-road behavior is surprisingly refined. Even in street mode, body roll is controlled. Steering is responsive, yet not harsh. The engine note is husky but manageable at cruising speeds. With noise reduction glass and acoustic insulation, highway cruising feels secure. Off-road, however, the V9 truly comes alive. There's flex, articulation, and a direct, mechanical feel. Tail slides are controllable, and chassis damping adapts to shifting terrain. The ESP has off-road modes. It actually lets you slide without completely shutting power down. Proven in Russia's extreme climates, Arctic snows, mountainous taiga, swampy bogs, the V9 was tested extensively. Early test drive footage shows it crawling through mud, crossing icy rivers, and scaling gravel ridges. The suspension holds firm, and the weight is well balanced. That's meaningful proof of capability for potential buyers. Under the hood, it's named Vector, playing on the idea of vector forces, torque, lateral Gs, traction. Burst videos show it pulling tree trunks as part of durability testing, and winching out stuck tractors as part of product validation. That rugged testing isn't just for show, it's built into Russia Tank's off-road narrative. Now, how does the 2026 V9 compare to others on the market? against the Toyota Land Cruiser Prado. It's cheaper and offers similar hardware locking diffs, crawl ratios but Tesla-level infotainment and a sportier engine. The Ford Bronco or Jeep Wrangler Rubicon seem polite by comparison. Those lack cruise control in some trims, and interior finesse. Even US Patriot, Russia's domestic classic, lacks the modern chassis and engine simply installed here. Premium rivals Range Rover Sport or Mercedes G-Class, they're richer in luxury, but cost twice as much. The V9 GT stakes out a unique domain: uncompromised off-roadability, modern technology, and attainable price. That's a rare combination. There are, of course, caveats. Fuel economy isn't stellar. Ride comfort on the highway, while acceptable, isn't luxury grade. And servicing in remote areas could be a challenge for non-Russian markets. But for owners in rugged climates, the logic is airtight: a vehicle built to cope, and keep coping, no matter what. Russia Tank also dives into pricing details. Base trim starts around 3.9 million rubles, used the Macron 50,000, mid-trims add modular off-road packs, with fully loaded V9 in the 5 million ruble range, used the Macron 64,000. For what you get: full hardware, AWD, modern cabin, that's compelling value. Cultural notes: this is Russia's answer to international off-road icons. It's built with Russian budgets in mind, but with global ambition. Export versions are reportedly being lined up for Eastern Europe and Middle Eastern markets. Russia Tank emphasizes the vehicle is made to be repairable by local mechanics with basic tools. Plastic was minimized, mechanics were prioritized. That resonates with the fix-it-yourself off-road tribe. Designed by designers with backgrounds in tank and military vehicle development, the V9 has a silhouette that echoes armored vehicles. Even the Badger hexagon with a stylized V looks like a tank's turret viewed from above. Subtle symbolism, heavy visual. In the Russia Tank video, they break down drive modes: street, comfort, gravel, mud, snow, rock, sand, and a new vector sport mode that holds on to throttle, drop stamping to firm, and sharpens steering for tarmac carving. It's a smart nod that this isn't just brute force, it's fine-tuned performance too. Weaving in footage, the episode shows the V9 taking a steep hillside switchback with minimal hesitation. Then it toggles to rock crawl mode, locking center diff and using all-terrain low. The camera pans in on the high lift jack mounted under the floor. It pauses only when the driver hits the hard rock breakover limit. Inside, a final shot shows the infotainment app used to chart coordinates, overlay compass, stable GPS for navigation, ideal for explorers or those going beyond maps. Mode, waypoint. The Russia Tank team wraps up by emphasizing three core pillars: raw capability, mechanical simplicity, and modern tech. That trifecta is rare, they note. The video closes with the V9 roaring over a bridge, sun low in the sky, dust billowing, tires gripping. Then cut to black, logo appears with channel URL. It's a provocative arrival, bold, unapologetic, yet intelligently put together. Not a luxury vehicle by any stretch, but a capable machine built for people who want their SUV to work like a tool and look like one too. So, what's your takeaway? If you're someone who values rugged reliability, performance off pavement, and a digital center stack without flashiness, the Vector V9 GT is a new and persuasive option. Those after cushier rides might stick with imports, but if you're hunting hardcore adventuring at a sane price, this SUV redefines what middling budget can deliver. That's the full lowdown on Russia Tank's latest car update. We've unpacked styling, mechanics, ergonomics, off-road hardware, pricing, and market position. Now it's over to you. Does the V9 GT spark interest? Could this be what defines a new era of Russian off-roaders? Drop your thoughts and spec questions below. Always love diving deeper.